Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I am streaming the Lord of the Rings online. I'm going to be playing my Rune Keeper, doing Helm's Deep and West Rohan content. I'm also going to be running the Helm's Dike epic battle with my kinship. And I am a little bit late to this because I scheduled it for 6:30, which was like 10 minutes ago. I was in the middle of doing some homework and got running a little bit late on it, and I did not realize, but I am at least starting this in time before the epic battle is run, so just so everybody knows, that will be in about 20 minutes, so I should have some time to do some Eastfold questing here. And I think I left off where I am echoing right now. I think I left off where I am ready for a fresh start at Alberg here. And I might have done like one of the book quests in here, but didn't actually go out. And I think I only have one quest, which is to go out. Maybe I should double check the town to make sure there aren't any quests here, but I don't think there were any, which is kind of odd just now that I think about it. One thing is I cannot hear the in-game audio. And it looks like that LOTRO decided to not know my speakers exist again. So I just have to switch my headphone plug into the speaker. And I should be good. Oh, I need to set OBS to actually capture that. I feel like I'm having a very slow start today, but there we go. But anyway, this is, I think, the first time since like the past 2 weeks since I started streaming. Again, after the first two, I had to take like a few day break and then I came back, but I think yesterday was the first day I had where I did not actually like stream at all. So that was just because I did like a 9.5 hour stream Monday, and I was still a little bit tired from that and didn't really want to do too much as far as like a long play session, and didn't even know what I really wanted to do if I did do a stream. So I decided I would just work on a video instead and upload it. That got uploaded pretty late, unfortunately, because I decided I would actually do that kind of late in the day. So that's what happened there, and for this quest, I actually have no idea where I need to go, but there is a warband nearby. If it's like the other one, I will get basically one shot. I've only ran into one other warband. Or actually, I ran into two. I ran into one, and got killed super fast, and then I ran into the other and decided it was not worth even attempting. This one says Fellowship, but honestly it looks pretty easy from here, especially if it's just an elite and a few regular mobs behind it. So I think I will try it. Maybe I should have started on my war steed. I got used to Louis to where the war steed was basically useless, but I think I can handle these. I just have to take out the little ads, stay kiting, and use my heals when I need to, and otherwise go about damaging them. Or I keep concession and rebuttal up and pretty much just use epic conclusion with that. Oh, too close. That's one thing with the runestone. I think I've talked about it a few times on this character. If you try to place it too close, you'll get the too close error, which just makes it a little bit annoying to cast sometimes when you have that trait that it's ground placeable. Well, I got a lot of iron coins from that. It seems like 10 is a lot, but I guess it was a Fellowship warband. Wonder what the green box has. Probably nothing good. Yeah, it has 69 marks. There has been a dog in my building that has been going crazy all day, like kind of crying. Cry bark. That type. A little bit howling, that's what I was thinking of. But right now, I can't even tell if it's the same one, but I don't know if y'all can hear it. This one's just yapping on. I think this place is pretty neat with the landscape, but one thing I guess I did want to mention, I don't think I can actually gather. Oh, I can gather those now. I didn't realize I finished my East of Net Prospector. We must have done that during a stream or something because I really don't remember it. Actually, I do remember it now that I was talking about not remembering it. Another warband here. Sciona the something. Defeat the Great Boar. This one is a raid, so I assume that is one for me to avoid, unlike the other one. Let's see. It is a nemesis, followed by a few regular mobs. I actually feel like if I got on my war steed and you could just outrun the boar, I'm not sure if that's the case, and you only have regular mobs, regular boars, it could be okay. But one thing I was just talking about that I just remembered again was the questing last time. The last stream on this character was not that great to me. Unfortunately, I was reminded of reasons I did not like questing in West Rohan to begin with, but I shall continue on. And hopefully it will pick up here is kind of my point. Doing the warbands is a lot more fun. But the main reason I want to quest is because of class trait points, and I actually just made a video about that yesterday. Not about that, but about improvements I think LOTRO could use, and one of the things has to do with class trait points. Why is my tab targeting? There we go. But I can do this very boringly, it looks like, and just stay on my war steed the whole time. If that's the safe way, then that's the safe way, and I can stick to it. Unfortunately, the damage is just low, and I know at least with the red discipline that I'm in, it's very damage over time based, so you pretty much just use your skills when they're available. I think there are a little bit of combinations you can do, but by the time you actually have all of your cooldowns up, you just use what's available. I put in the effort to learn it way back when, and I don't really feel like doing that now. Oh, not enough war steed power. I actually remember that being an issue, and I don't know how to get it back. I might actually just dismount. This is not that great. Oh, there's still one more little boar after that. Wow, more little boars than I thought. That stun is actually not good because I think I got crit by 9k. Well, one very good thing to know is the big boar can be dazed, which means he should be able to be stunned, which means I should be pretty safe on foot as long as I don't take 2 of those 9k crits back to back. But it's still going to be a long fight either way. I don't know what he's doing now, charging. Now he's running fast. I wonder if killing his little boars, it got rid of his bubble. Okay, so he has just frenzy. Oh, how did I get the battle attunement? Does that get battle attunement? I did not realize Static Surge gave me 1 battle attunement. It makes sense that it would, but I just want to be sure I'm good on my morale and keep up with my healing when I can. Oh, I should have used concession and rebuttal. Let's see, I need some power. I'm going to use this and a power potion just to top me off. Now I'll use concession and rebuttal and get epic conclusion, get a lot of damage on him here. Is free. The problem when you use concession as rebuttal is you can't see when sustaining bolt actually is free. So I had to actually remember what the buff icon looks like. Looks like the fight's going fairly well now though. Getting his morale down. I wasn't even paying attention to the boar's actual health left. And it's not much anymore. Well, compared to the first 2 warbands I ran into, these 2 were significantly easier, and that one was supposedly raid difficulty. Although I don't really believe it. I actually got a piece of gear which looks very bad. I don't know what the stats are supposed to be on that, but it doesn't look like the tactical mastery is like as good as it should be. I think we had stuff with more tactical mastery than that in Moria even. I know it has all the other stats that have gone up, like the vitality. The will's even lower than the ones I have. So, yeah, the warbands I think are pretty fun. Farming them over and over and over isn't the most fun. These warbands, the ones that are actually more on foot, I think are fun is what I meant by that. The ones where you have a bunch of the riders and like actual warbands as I would think of them, they are the less fun ones to me. But I feel like they're a good thing as far as, I just said, I don't know about doing them over and over again, but they do have a little bit of replayability and kind of farmability. And they give XP and that type of stuff too, reputation. What was I? Oh yeah, I got a box. Oh, I opened the box. I was looking at my quest reward that I got a box and I was like, oh yeah, I need to open that, but it's like the first thing I did. So I haven't talked about this yet, but it was one thing I wanted to talk about in the stream kind of early on, and is that because yesterday I didn't stream and made a video instead, I just wanted to let everybody know, even though I don't have many viewers on the stream right now, that it is possible that I will be doing a little bit less frequent streams and not necessarily every day anymore. I just haven't been too busy in general the past couple of weeks, and it's something I've been able to do every evening and all that. But it is possible that I will become busier in the next 2 weeks, and it might just be a little bit harder to get in. I'm not sure. It could even be shorter streams, but at least every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday I will usually stream, and Thursday evening I will do stuff on Arkenstone on Louisden, and that is the plan for now. So as far as other days that leaves, I do Saturday morning streams, so could keep that really. And then there is, that actually only leaves Monday and Tuesday. I didn't really realize that. I guess it depends on my schedule. Usually I'm just thinking Wednesday would be fine. It could even depend on the particular Wednesday. And Thursday should be fine, and then like the weekend with Friday and Saturday. Sunday probably would never have an issue with that one, as far as I know. But anyway, it's just something I want to bring up. What was it like? There was another day when I was streaming where I just felt like I was going very slow about everything. Maybe it was last Friday. I was like back on the server. Trying to think if that was even correct, but there was a day recently where I just felt like I was going extremely slow on my stream and not really talking too much about interesting stuff. Oh, it was Sunday. It was it was during that low level run that our Moria progression group on Sunday evening, which was like many days ago, 4 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago. Okay, to the mead hall. And I felt like I was going very slow at that point, and that stream too. And I don't know why. It shouldn't be that I'm back on an ore, because I don't know why that would make me slow, but I just kind of feel a little bit tired. I'm trying to remember what was going on Sunday. I'm not too sure. I actually think Sunday, I really don't remember. I probably should get off that topic though, because I am going nowhere with it, and I don't think any of these quest rewards will be useful. So I'll just take a random one there. It looks like I'm up to an orange quest. Talk to Horn by the barrows outside Edoras. Alright. But what I'm wondering is where all the quests for actual Aldberg are. I thought I would be questing in the Eastfold, but maybe it's just the book quest that took me here. I thought maybe it was more West Rohan, but I thought, at least, that the book quest pretty much guided you where you need to go. Look for danger. Oh, maybe I needed to actually do that. This one says Aldberg is southeast of Edoras and all that. But it said look for danger on the road, so probably I had to look for danger on the road and then like lead me to here. It's really kind of, going back to the questing here, it's really kind of disappointing to me though, that I'm not enjoying West Rohan. Even though maybe if I falsely set my hopes too high, I don't know that I set my expectations too high, but I just hoped I would enjoy it this time around, and I've talked about this a few times that it's just been kind of mixed. And maybe because the last time I specifically played this character last Friday, it was one of those boring times. But yeah, I guess my point is that it's just unfortunate that I am not enjoying it that much. That probably makes the streams a little bit less enjoyable. I don't know how much you all can tell, like just from the general activity in the stream, that how much like enjoyment, what am I trying to say? How much enjoyment the viewers get if they can tell them like not as excited about the content basically. Because I think I was excited on the first stream, and even the questing wasn't too bad. The very first quest camp, I think it actually was Entwade there. That one actually wasn't too bad. That did actually have a good start to West Rohan as a whole, I thought. But it was really when I started doing the Edoras quests and got into there, because all those quests were in the town, and that was okay at the time. There were a whole bunch in there, and it was getting kind of annoying. But then under Harrow and even Dunharrow, there wasn't too much there. There was the Orc Cave, actually, I forgot about that. That was pretty fun to go through. What do I need to go to Aldberg? Okay. Oh, it says assess the damage done. I saw a ring here, but I thought, yeah, that one had one to the southeast as well. Defeat White Hand Orcs. Oh, I guess I gotta wait for them. Oh, it looks like it is already 7 o'clock. Wow, that got here fast. I feel like I've done basically nothing questing, but I guess we did the 2 warbands, and one of those at least took a little bit longer. And as I mentioned, I just feel like I'm going slow. I don't know, how slow I'm actually going. Those guys did a ton of damage to me. I just wasn't ready to do anything with that fight. I was just here hitting my lightning skills. But yeah, they do a decent chunk of damage. I don't know if the poison, I know they put one of those on me, how much that contributed. But wow, I'm just surprised how much, like, actually I have to pay attention a little bit to my morale. Where's my interrupt? And if I actually got like my interrupt off, that would help. I think I remember to sign up. So with our kin, we do sign-ups for events. Oh, I should probably not do that. We do sign-ups for our events, and occasionally I think I forget to actually sign up. But hopefully this time I didn't. I really feel like I need my interrupt in a better position. I don't think I use my fire skills enough to actually warrant them to be down there, so maybe I'll do something like this. Shift 1, Shift 2. I actually like the interrupt at Shift 1's good. So I think, yeah, switching my fire skills there will help a little bit with that. Oh, still need to do 2 more orcs. Okay. This time I'll use my runestone and do some damage to them instead of just focusing on healing myself. Maybe. I mean, all my skills are... I'm getting like no crits, at least on that mob. And that one I get a good one, so it evened out. I don't know how many people are on. Looks like there's only 5 people on if I didn't sign up anyway. So, yeah, I'll move down southeast here. It looks like I just need to keep an eye out for additional dangers. Yeah, that was weird. I had 2 of my quests that tracked into Aldberg there, I thought, and then now that I completed the one, it like auto-completed with the orcs back there. It did nothing, and then the word from Edoras, that one went back to here. And I actually want to check out Snapfang, double the damage, assess the damage. So that's just a little bit weird. I actually have 2 people in my group at whatever that town is, Aldberg. Okay, Snapfang, this one is solo, so it should be even easier than the other 2. We'll see if that's true. And it's just a signature. It's also surrounded by regular mobs, but it went from like the elite, which was full fellowship somehow. I don't see how that one was full fellowship. But it went from elite to nemesis. It skipped elite master, going from fellowship to raid. But then fellowship to solo goes from elite to signature. So it seems like small fellowship could be elite, fellowship could be elite master, and raid could be nemesis. Okay, so I need to assess damage again. Just got a little distracted. I wanted to go see that warband after the actual 2 interesting ones earlier. These little wagon quests aren't too bad to me. I get the point of them, and it's like going along the way to Aldberg. And then you defeat the orcs. The orcs, they come a little bit slow in a way. I just forget that more are coming. But that's just probably me looking to pick on things now. Be nice if you could keep examining it and just more and more orcs would come though. Oh, I should probably join Discord. I'm like totally behind on things.
Oh boy.
Oh. And just so you all know, oh, I actually did get more orcs. Wow. I will be talking to my kin on Discord, but as usual, the audio, hold up, you all will hear the in-game audio and you all won't be able to hear the Discord audio. I use push to talk and all that good stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and put my headphones on, and then I have to switch to the in-game audio source and fix OBS for that. So, we'll put you all on that, or put LOTRO on that. And put you all on that, and I don't know why my speakers sometimes don't work, but oh, am I off push to talk? Oops. Sorry, I feel like I'm just rambling on about nothing today anyway. It probably made no sense. Okay, so apparently I was off push to talk. Because sometimes I take push to talk off Discord, like if I'm talking to somebody and don't want to do that. But then it's been a while since I've actually done that, so I wasn't ready to actually switch it back. Oh, and I really do feel like I'm rambling on about nothing today. But anyway, I think we're ready to get going with this. I'm like, whoa, wait. I am the only one below level 95. So still working. I still have 7 levels to go, which is pretty crazy because I feel like I've done quite a bit on this character. I don't know if that, well, you do get minus 40% XP on the legendary server. I think I need to switch to engineer and get that set up. I wonder why did this not save or something? Oh, nope. I thought I had engineer at 1 and then officer at 2. I'm a little paranoid about my push to talk, so I keep looking at Discord, but I did switch that anyway. I got to remember. We're doing Helm's Dike, which is good to be engineer, I think. Build trap. Probably, I don't use bear trap, but it just costs more points. Disable dismantle. I don't even think I can do that yet. I do use caltrops. Trap trigger count. I actually do think I'm going to go back and do that. Just spend less points and get more progress further in the tree. Crank. I don't usually use those. I'm not a big fan of the catapult type stuff. I know they're useful and a big part of engineer, but I like the other parts of engineer a little bit better so far. Trap trigger, that one I like. Probably get 3. Oh, I can't put anything in the rest of those, so I'll play. Let's see, I sent all those to this character. I don't know why, but I'm like loaded on these virtue XP items, just waiting for us to get like a virtue XP weekend where I think they give like sometimes plus 20% virtue XP for like a weekend as whatever sort of buff you get that weekend, kind of like the VIP weekend but for virtue XP. And I like saving these from the Hobbit gifts for those just because 20% it's not like huge, but it's helpful. Okay, so we are in Helm's Dike. It's kind of, I almost think bad in a way or sad that I am actually looking forward a little bit to the epic battle. Do you all want me an engineer? I'm only rank 2. Okay. Might go to heal spec and try this. I don't know how it works. I think this contributes to building. Yeah, it looks like healing does contribute to building. But I don't know, I feel like just epic battles are a little bit slow, and since I just feel like I'm going extra slow today as I keep mentioning, it'll be something easy for me to do right now. I'm just gonna heal these on the move while I can, and then that'll just help them get built up. So yeah, it looks like it actually gets it fully built. That's crazy still. The best way I can contribute to an epic battle is healing barricades that aren't even built. And then suddenly I heal them enough and they are fully built and just appear. It's probably good. I think I mentioned the possibility of like switching to officer with my group. Or even Vanguard. I don't think that one in general is as useful here. As I mentioned, engineer's the real good one, but it's probably good I'm engineer anyway because I spend all this time healing the barricades. Might as well do my engineering stuff while at it. Could probably let my heal over times after a while just get them built up. But as a rank 2 engineer, I feel like I missed one over here. As a rank 2 engineer though, that is all I can do. I can't actually like dismantle the barricades or move them yet. I could get the little box ones, but I'm pretty sure all our other engineers take those and get them set up and all that. Actually heal the other one. Oops. Rousing words doesn't work. See, I got to find my way over here. Sometimes when I am streaming, I don't think it happens too frequently anymore, but I just realized I was like doing things for 2 minutes and not talking. Usually with streams I just feel like I should be filling the time talking. But sometimes that does happen where I'm just like doing this and it's not even that much I have to concentrate here, but just kind of going about my thing and forgetting that I'm actually like supposed to be talking. But I think I'm still going to be doing barricades and things right here. So this one's like almost built, that one's probably way over healed and way overbuilt, that means. But I'm just making sure I top everything off over here. That is, as a low rank engineer, again, pretty much my job. And one thing with something like Bombastic Inspiration, that gives a heal on expiration, so I could probably stop that barricade when it's halfway up. Could have been more efficient this whole time, really, is what I think. And like Rid of Health, that goes on forever after I get a few tiers of that, so it's really crazy. So we got powder at the gate. So this, no, it's East Rohan, they introduced the war steeds, but West Rohan still had a lot of war steed type stuff going on. And what was my point about that? It seems like they should let you ride your war steeds in the epic battles. I wonder if I could actually stay and heal just to heal these barricades, but I think I'll switch to lightning for damage, at least for now. And I'll get my caltrops down. And then there's a big one, a big Uruk that needs to be defeated. Oh, if I was in heal spec, I could. Actually, I can't switch to heal. But I could have switched to heal and actually healed that barricade up to, or not barricade, that catapult. Stuck on the barricades, but could have built that catapult up just by healing it. But that one went up pretty quickly. Their defensive stuff, I think, would be able to deal enough damage where I could actually switch to heal and maybe almost be more useful in that, but I'm not entirely sure. I know this is something we've done at multiple times, the side mission thingy, and have done it successfully. So I'll just stick to this, and if I actually see that I need to switch to heal, I'll do that. But that is my strategy now. But here's that Uruk boss, so use concession and rebuttal and try to get... Actually need to get rid of lightning debuff, but one thing with the lightning spec Rune Keeper that's just kind of messed up with the gameplay in general, in my opinion, is that your concession and rebuttal, it lasts basically until you consume it. I think it has like 5-6 stacks, something like that. So you're actually better off waiting every time to only use the skills. See, I used rid of lightning there, I think, a few times and other things, but you only want to use it with epic conclusion in a way. It's kind of, I don't really like it for that. Cannot harm target. Oh, yeah, don't want to harm the barricade. Actually do some more caltrops. But otherwise, you just kind of with lightning, one of the things I'm not as big of a fan of with the gameplay lately is that you don't really want to use your consumers. It's all weird like that. Oh, all the barricades and stuff are good on health. Oh, I can't get that powder thing. I guess maybe they didn't set it down and just died, I'm not sure. Oops, that stun did nothing. Oh, I thought those were the boss Barricades. No, they're just the regular soldiers. Oh, that was a good AoE. Caltrops. Looks like they're getting past the barricades pretty decently now, but then I need to check these barricades and everything looks good. We even have our soldiers. We could like set their damage to be increased and all that good stuff. I'm actually going to try, oh, we're already done. I was going to try a little animation cancel with. Problem with the Rune Keeper, it actually has a 20-second cooldown. I thought oh, that's the, wait, that's final word, so that is the immediate one. But I thought that one used to have a 30-second cooldown. Can go ahead and see, just got stars of merit. I wonder how many stars of merits I have. They're bound to account, which is a nice thing. Let's see, I have 130. I'm not sure how many you need for the useful stuff, but that's how many I have. I'm really interested to see if update 28, I think that's supposed to be slated for later this year, if that's going to bring the LI revamp or not. I probably should have gone to Bree also before I started this, just so I could get the VIP daily, the subscriber town services, really. That OP thing. Munitions cache. Oh, that's something you have to douse. I didn't know if that's something you could like pick up like one of those boxes and did something. I was about to ask if there were any more that needed building and healing. I think we got all the barricades built up. I'm just running around. I have no idea what to do here. I think if you walk too far, you get killed, yeah. Really just waiting for the second mission now. Usually I'll have some stuff to place, but we got the barricades and all that stuff built up really early. Well, I got this catapult ready for something. And that's the thing, I'm not high enough rank engineer, and we just have so many in the group already that as far as like setting up catapults and those sort of things, there's not anything I can do. And I already finished my job, which was building all the barricades, so I guess I can run around and just see what everything looks like, because we have, yeah, those look good. Like even all the soldiers, I could heal them, but they should all be good. That large barricade could actually use a heal. Could even do that just to make sure everything's all set, but otherwise there's just nothing for me to do now. And I don't know, sometimes I might actually be interested in running another one today, but yeah, I'm just going to, oh, we gotta go protect the horses. So here's one of the side missions. That one actually seemed like it came pretty quick, which was good. Oh, I missed the turn right there. Ooh. So I'm probably going to go lightning for this one as well. I can heal the horses, but again, I will switch to the spec as I need that. Actually, I might go, oh, I can't switch. Oh, none of those horse steeds took damage. But you really just gotta make sure with the horses, I guess, that I can heal them. Do caltrops right here, and then I should be able to switch spec real quick, yep. So I think I will be on healing duty here, just making sure everything's nice and healed up, all the horses, just really just targeting them. I can put floating names on just to make that a bit easier. I thought there was usually a horse right here. We haven't had any driven off. There is one in the back as well, I think. I think this little well was getting in the way of something, making it not on line of sight. One thing I also think with streaming, especially after if I'm doing like a kin event like this, and I think also my audio wasn't, like it was working, but it wasn't quite set up, or my in-game audio wasn't as loud as usual to me, but it just makes things feel quiet. I don't know, it's a little hard to explain in a way, but I think that in a way makes it feel like I am going slower for some reason. I think pretty much the one in the back isn't often attacked. It's just that the first wave I think they are, but I can keep checking on them to be sure. But I really do think everybody else just handles the orcs fine. My main contribution is damage on some of them, but right now I really just need to keep the horses up, and we got that fine and got platinum. Hope I'm getting a lot of promotion points for all these platinums. It looks like I haven't gotten any. I think at first when you like first do things you can start to get some, but I feel like all these side missions are ones I have already done, unfortunately. So like we're doing Helm's Dike Fellowship, and it has like statue of Helm Hammerhand guarding the Watchtower. I need to do that one. A stone obstruction, I need to do that one as well, and I've gotten platinum on these. But yeah, hopefully, because I think the way that works, if I remember correctly, is that you get more promotion points for ones you haven't done yet as far as those go. And the entire epic battle, I think it's kind of similar, but I'm not entirely sure on that how it works. I've actually gotten 2 platinum. Wow. Solo breaching the Hornburg and securing the culvert. Vandals in the tower. That one was pretty tough. Looks like I got gold on it somehow. I don't even remember doing this solo, to be honest. Maybe the solo / duo works for that, because I don't see a separate duo one. Oops. Paying no attention to what's going on in the game. Apparently some orcs were attacking me wherever I ran to. I'll go back to lightning spec, I guess. Actually, that would be the time to be healing spec. So I'm wondering where I should put my trait point, because at this point I don't think there's anything I could get that's useful in fire. The only thing I'd really be interested there is the fire runestone, which wouldn't even do too much. I think orcs were hitting me, but I honestly wasn't paying attention. Are you on the west or east? Just feel like there's nothing for me to do, so somebody said something needs to be done, so I'm headed that way at least. Oh, and I'm going to switch to heal spec. So I think we're preparing maybe for... We really prepare for the side missions during this time because all the soldiers and things handle that fine. So as I mentioned, there's the statue of Helm Hammerhand guarding the Watchtowers and a stone obstruction that I would hope I'd get. Guarding the Watchtowers is a fun one, I think. Perhaps I ran too far because I see people here. Except I don't see anything to heal. Oh, they're there. Really is crazy to me though how well these people know the epic battles. I guess it's just so different from instances, which is usually like the thing I focus on is classes, what they do, what they contribute, how good they are. that type of stuff in normal group content, and even like mechanics with bosses and things like that. But these are just so different because it really depends on engineering and placing things like that. Even in some of the other ones, I think Vanguard and then even Officer can become very useful, like Deeping Well, it seems like actually having a good mix, but this one seems entirely engineer. Flames at the gate. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think I've already done this one. I've done this one so many times on this character. So I need to get some arrows as I see them and give them to the archers up here, but otherwise I need to destroy the war machines as much as I can. So these guys will run out of arrows at some point. I just gotta walk by them and they'll take those. But otherwise there is actually going to be a war machine coming up here that I have to get as well on the enemies. So that's something I can do damage wise, at least, is kind of so I'll give him, thought I was carrying arrows. Oh, do not have permission. It says collected arrows. That's weird. Well, there were some more arrows, but this is for, there are 3 war machines. Yeah, I can't do that right now. That's weird. Maybe they were just bugged a little bit. Okay, there we go. So the other war machine should be coming up here. Had to deal with NPCs a little bit, but yeah, there it is. So now can damage that pretty quickly. West. This should go down quickly, and we got some damage to the gate, but this one's going down. We might not have gotten platinum. We only got gold, unfortunately. We had damage to the gate. Or if you're... But I think that is all of them, so don't really need to do anything now too much. But yeah, I already had platinum with that, so I didn't really get anything. We did powder at the gate, protect the horses, flames at the gate, like the 3 ones I already had fellowship on this character. Which is kind of odd because I'm pretty sure I've done guarding the Watchtowers multiple times, maybe not on this character, maybe even the solo version I did it, and it just happened to be when I ran on my captain we got all the other ones, because I do remember the statue of Helm Hammerhand. I think I remember failing it though. Guess everybody's on the west side. I might as well head to the east side here. Make sure they're all healed up and stuff. Don't think any of these guys really need healing, but here we go. Just to safely top them off. So it looks like promotion points wise again. I don't know. It's probably going to take a while to get rank 3, but I've heard once you get rank 3 it goes like much faster. And I really don't know what all I can do after rank 3, like with rank 4, 5, 6. Seems like rank 3 is when you unlock all the stuff you can actually do, and then the other ranks maybe help a little bit, but maybe also do more things. Not entirely sure. Grape shot catapult shells. To apply leeching powder to catapult shells, and 15% contribution to boost all interactions. So yeah, there are just so many things, I think, especially way down in the tiers, that really just make things way more effective. And even like upgrade contribution here goes way up, 225% is crazy. And I don't necessarily contribute that much, but with at least building things, I can heal things and help a lot with that. As far as my actual character goes, what my actual class and spec does for these. But kinda, just to look at it a little bit more, I don't think I can put points. I could put points in bear trap damage, don't really want that though. I don't know if it's just this row here. I guess maybe the third row it starts taking more points. Okay, so these rows, the first 2 rows, it takes 3 points to do the third rank. This one, I guess it starts taking more, and the 4th one even more. It's kind of weird how they do that. I'm not entirely sure how it works. One thing I've thought of is that Vanguard just sounds like it would be neat on a captain. Not entirely sure. Also, my Warden, I think Vanguard could be useful. Warden, I actually did one epic battle, I don't know if anybody watched it, on Louisden during my Day in Menace Morgul stream. Broke it up with an epic battle while I was eating lunch, but that was kind of an investigation to see how much, or how good the gear was, how good, well, the jewelry scaled for his level. He was like 127 at the time, and it turned out only the final box gave jewelry, so I got one like purple piece and it was not that great. So I was just kind of curious checking that out and doing a 2-for-1 just to have something pretty passive to do while eating lunch. But I think, oh, what was the whole point of that? Oh yeah, the damage Louisden did. He was level 130 and had like a bunch of traits and things like that that helped his damage scale, and also the legendary item and all of those legacies. But compared to my Warden on this server on Anor, Louisden actually did a lot more damage. He might even, I guess he did do more than this Rune Keeper. But at least my Warden character in this, what I'm kind of getting to is the damage is based on damage over time. So compared to my Rune Keeper, who can like hit these mobs and do a fair chunk of damage and actually contribute through doing damage, my Warden, it was all built over time and didn't really contribute much. So I'm not sure what the entire point of that was, besides that my Warden... Oh yeah, I was thinking Vanguard could be useful just to help with that a little bit, and I'm not sure it would be good solo though, and the damage isn't that great, but maybe at the same time it would be. I don't know, epic battles I think are about the most boring thing you could do completely solo though. That's why the story tales, I have not done the story tales, but I think they're a good thing, especially for solo players who aren't interested in that. I feel like these are significantly more fun if you're in a group, especially like the duo ones are okay. 3-man's, that's still a little bit small to me, even though it's concentrated, it's not too bad. But especially the Fellowship and Raid ones, which is really unfortunate here. We only have, of like the 5 epic battles there are in Rohan, they really didn't add many for group content, which I think was a problem at the time that made them less interesting as well. Wow. Got another teal ring. Do I need crit or finesse? I think I need crit, so I probably won't be equipping this one. Somebody got a Supreme Essence of Might. The warband? Nope. I'm still in Eastfold. Yep. Yeah, leveling's going slow on this character. Nope. I can heal though. I would be. I think the warbands give good XP as well. So it sounds like we might try a couple warbands, and if they're as easy as the ones in Eastfold here, ooh-wee. With a full group that would be extremely easy, but as we saw, like a little at level 85 one at Entwade was extremely, well, I don't even know extremely tough, but they seemed like they one-shot me. So, I don't know where I'm going to need to head. Edoras, probably Edoras. I might not be able to get the warband quest though if they're level 95, I just thought about that. I was thinking, it's like instances where you can go up to 10 levels above you. I think mob level it's only like 7 levels above you, but that's a whole different thing. So it is actually possible that I wouldn't be able to do that if it's a 95 one. Wow, so many rings. I got purple ring, yellow ring, and teal ring. I got vanguards, veteran vanguards, and skilled vanguards. Wow. So the one I have is skilled vanguards, persevering. Oh, I didn't even look. That's persevere. That's resolute. And that's resolute. They aren't the exact same. My kind of earlier point was that these were the same ones, just yellow, purple, teal. But they aren't. Oh, the book quest is here. That's like good coincidence, I think. Oh, this is a travel. Probably won't do that right now. There's Glendower here. But I don't know, just with this questing, again, I'm going to be today, this evening, going through the Albert quest a little bit, but with that, I want to getting a little bit of XP. I know you need to do all the quests anyway for the trait points, but I'm not sure I really want to do that. I need to actually double check where you get all the trait points here, but I think it's from like capstone quests in each zone. So I really feel like, oh, Kingstead? Maybe Kingstead, the cap would be Middlemead, even though it's like technically in the middle, it's showing it in this zone. I'm really not familiar with exactly how that works out. I better switch to lightning if I'm going to do stuff. Glendower. This one's 87. It's fellowship, but the thing is, he's compared to the other fellowship, it was like an elite followed by regular NPCs. This one's an elite master followed by a bunch of elites, and it's just, this is like a 24-man raid compared to the other fellowship one I ran into, it seems like. And these are mounted enemies and they're just like super annoying. So that's kind of weird. Where do I need to go for these warbands? Okay, and I just realized if they're like level 94 and above, I probably won't be able to get the quest for them. But I can still come along. I think for now I will do some exploring. Yeah, this is the Rohan landscape I'm used to. Kind of forgot it wasn't so flat. I always felt like it was a little bit flatter. Maybe that's more East Rohan. And it's not even that the landscape is bad. This is actually an interesting landscape. One of the things I know I talk about this a lot is the bushes. They annoy me. I think they're just ugly. And that's about it, but yeah, I need to head to Helm, so I'll just run there, explore the landscape a little bit, see all these red mobs. But hopefully I can get some of the warband quests here, just getting the XP from that. As I mentioned, would be nice, making up for the XP loss on the legendary servers here. Even though I'm actually a little bit ahead overall in XP, I think just from the other stuff I've done. We've done a bunch of epic battles, which helps. And I'm just going super slow on this character, so I'm getting like rested XP, that type of stuff. Oh. Here. Yes, I was running this whole time. Well, I'm like, I don't know, a little over halfway there, and just found out we had a captain. I knew we had a captain, but didn't even think about it. Priestess Bethan. I think that's the one they mentioned. It's probably a level 95. Oops. Oh no. I was accidentally running. There we go. Okay. Now I'm getting the summon. Ooh, this is slow. So it sounds like this Priestess Warband that we are going to be doing is pretty tough. I think I mentioned just the ones that people have said it's not one they can quite do. And there we go. And back in. Well, everybody's done these quests I've done, but one thing I was trying to get up was the LOTRO wiki list for the clash trait points, specifically looking at the West Rohan ones. So the road to West Rohan, it should be an 88 quest, the one that's the road to Dunharrow. So it starts with Eowyn Dunharrow. Oh, maybe I've already done that one. Dunharrow, trading our fate, need of tearing up. Dunharrow, word from whoop. I said ready, but I need to get the Stable Master, and now I can go. The Road to Dunharrow. Okay, begin volume 4, book 1. The Road to Dunharrow. 86. Oh, I need to do Eyes of Edoras and book 12, chapter 6 first. For the first one, I was just checking a little bit with that, but anyway, I'll get actually back in the game here where I can see what's going on, and I will need to respec to Blue Line. I don't know why, I guess I'm going way off the road here, but that's where we did the epic battle. As you can see, there's no battle going on here, so it's a little bit... Wow, this really is the exact Helm's Dike. That's crazy. But with no battle going on. Yeah, I get the idea with epic battles and just wanting things like, you know, Helm's Deep and the epic battles there to be like kind of represented like that in the game, but I don't know. I just don't think they really panned out to be like that. One thing they did with Pelennor was just have like a bunch of enemies around, but you could only fight so many and you're concentrated into an area, and it seems like one of the Minas Morgul instances is like that. I'm also not as much a fan of that as far as instances go. It's pretty annoying for me, but compared to epic battles, something like that I think is a little bit better. Alright, the more random enemies we kill like this, the more XP I get. Actually, yeah, these are getting me XP. One of them I thought didn't. So if one is 7 levels above me, it might not give XP. I don't remember the exact cutoff for mob XP. Quest XP is like 10 levels if you do like an instance. But it's mob XP, I think they limited to 7. So like the 95 should give me XP. Maybe we only killed one mob anyway. Another thing is crafting. This is kind of the time I thought crafting got boring, really, with Isengard. Isengard wasn't too bad, but I think if I remember correctly, you had to basically do this stuff to get anything to craft, which is like a lot of these. Oh, is this a spider one? Priestess? It said priestess, so okay, I was going to say I expect it to be a humanoid variety. I just didn't know it would have a... So I don't know. I think Jimmy's tanking. He has the most morale, so that's what I'm going to assume. I didn't actually hear who was tanking. But yeah, just keep everybody healed up. That's my job. Oh. I think Guardian took a lot of damage and was like way away from the fight. I don't know what happened there. Didn't need to stack Fates Entwined in the bubble. I don't think I can actually... I can't remove his poisons. That is unfortunate. This is like Thring, but so far easier. I wonder if... I don't know the reward for doing warbands. I know they were needed in East Rohan a lot. So I ran them a lot in East Rohan, and my kin did as well, especially like Wildermore, but I don't know how much those are needed here, but especially like the old ones, the low level ones, basically the ones I don't want to do. But maybe. Oh, does the priestess do a fear? Is that why the other guardian ran away too? But His ally just one-shot me. I was just like critical hit with fearsome strike and I'm down. If it did the same damage to even Gloro there, I would have killed him, one-shot him, but he probably had like mitigations and stuff. He's level 95 too. So probably wouldn't have because of that. Power Restore, oh, the Hunter. I could actually do a Fates Entwined if I was ready for it, but I didn't even see anything that suggested like that I'd be taking damage like any call out, like some things do. Yeah, it just said like too far away and then Priestess Bethan incapacitated you. Well, I got kill XP, 8,600's not too bad for killing a mob at this level. Oh. You can get horse state appearances. It's unfortunate I didn't get the quest, but doing that wasn't too bad. It was exciting to heal besides when I got one shot. Where's Stoke? I'm trying to remember where Stoke is. Oh, I don't even remember if it's a town. I remember Stoke the name, I just don't remember what it is. That's Martin. Stoke? That's Torsbury. Here's Stoke. Okay. Where at? Oh, I don't know then. So we're looking for another warband here. But I am going to go gather some things while we're not doing anything. There's one east of Martin, it sounds like. Well, I'm waiting for us to see exactly where we're gonna go. I'm just going to gather some scorn. Hi, Philippe. Unless it's Felipe. So I think we are heading east of Martin for the next warband. I really don't know what to expect from these. Again, as I mentioned, I don't know rewards-wise, reputation-wise, and just what you get if people really run them at 95. Back in the old days when this was the new content, when Helm's Deep was released, I did not do much of this. I mainly switched to playing my low-level alts. Looks like I attracted a Warg Packmaster. I did. I actually remember doing all the epic battles, and I think I did them duo and even three-man with a few of my friends. But I think, as I mentioned, pretty much nobody in my kinship or like usual group, not many of them played. And I didn't do many of like the fellowship or like raid deeping wall or anything like that. Don't know what the point of that was, but I was just, I guess, kind of continuing my experience a little bit with this content with Helm's Deep and what I have done. And again, with questing, I don't think I have done everything. I don't remember exactly Oh, this one looks like one of the ones I soloed earlier, but they're higher level and the adds are signature and the main guy's elite. I don't know if this one's considered like fellowship or raid, because the raid was like a nemesis followed by normal mobs, and the fellowship one was just like a single elite followed by regular mobs. Really don't know who to heal. Doesn't seem like I need to heal much of anybody, so I'll just use rousing words and heal everybody. I'm actually not sure hardly anybody got hit with that. Two of them are still on their war steeds, which is crazy. The captain and the regular, but looks like we got it. I don't know, maybe those classes, I haven't done the battle combat on them much, at least. Maybe they know or do better on it. Did you all have any others here that you wanted to do? Okay. Okay, I was gonna say if you wanted to do some of the lower level ones, I could use those. Oh, so there's one between Stoke and Torsbury. I have not. There is another fellowship one. It's low level again, but I think south of Middlemead. Yeah, that's one. Oh, there's also Glendower somewhere. But one of them I ran into and they one-shot me, and this other one there's a bunch that probably would do the same. So yeah, it looks like we'll be doing some lower level ones just so I can get actual credit and more than 8,000 XP or whatever, which the 8,000 XP for a mob kill is still pretty crazy. That one was only 1,000, 1,700. 1,100. I don't know why that one the priestess gave like 8,000, unless maybe I misread that, but that was crazy still. It's actually pretty quick riding on the war steed. It's a huge area, but I think that's really the point of the war steed at this point, is for fast travel. I know initially mounted combat and all that, but these regions are just so huge, even if you're not traveling where you can kill mobs. I don't even think it's a problem necessarily that they're big. Of course, that means you need the war steed, but that's one of the things I like about some of the newer zones, is they aren't as big anymore. I don't know, maybe because I haven't been to to the Rohan region like in general as much. I am liking the plains type landscape though, especially this one. It's a lot more calm than East Rohan. That one was a little bit crazy. It was like just so densely packed even for how big it was. So I already have the quest for this one, so don't need to worry about that. The more wargs we kill on the way, the better for me, so I might as well just hit them while running while we try to find where we actually need to go. Here we are. So I'll probably go back to healing discipline. I don't know how much healing I can do on the horse steed, though. I'll just get knocked off my horse steed. Wow, I somehow actually had everybody in the initial rousing words and they all moved out of the area for it. I wonder why my shocking touch is way up there on the control bar. randomly. It actually probably was on the bottom bar, but when I switched the control and shift bar, it got messed up. And just, I guess I don't use it enough in the spec to have noticed. See, I don't think we actually killed Glendower yet. There he is. Just did not mean to cast Epic for the ages. Here we go. I wonder... I have a lot of Destiny. Maybe I'll use this on this character just to get him up to, like... Get him up a little bit, maybe to 90. That way I can do the higher level warbands when we do run through those. Just to help a little bit with that. Again, I'm not too worried on the overall XP, even with the minus 40% XP on the server. Just because I do so much extra anyway, like epic battles today and all that good stuff. But I just feel like in general I'm going so slow leveling wise on this character. Let's see, at the beginning of today I was about halfway leveled, maybe even a little bit more. I've got 10, that means maybe like 2 of the bars of XP. It's just, yeah, going slow with the leveling, I guess, is really the way to put it with this character. And even with all the questing I do, I know I do the stream setup around the epic battles we're doing as a kinship. Which really is just a good, effective way to combine the things. But even with that, I do a lot of questing today. Of course, we're doing warbands here, not any questing, but I'm still like doing stuff actively, doing quite a bit of stuff. Questing, I mean, actively doing quite a bit of questing during these, and I just feel like I'm going very slow on this character. He's the one that could have benefited from an all-day stream, and I think it's also just because overall, I'm just not quite as much enjoying these quests compared to some other zones. And I don't know, maybe it just makes it feel like I'm going slower, or I actually am going slower. Because if I was enjoying it, I'd be like ready to run through it faster. There's a Broadacre's Bull, which is like a random elite. There's a random goblin, a goblin flanker, and a half-orc rider. I don't think this is the warband we're headed to, though. So here we cross the bridge to Stoke and Torsbury. One other thing with Rohan in the game Breath of the Wild, the Zelda game on the Nintendo Switch, I mentioned this at some point in the past, that I recently played through that game, and it's actually been quite a while now, but this area of Rohan reminds me a lot of that with the plains areas in that. I don't know, might as well accept this quest just to have it, so I don't have to pick it up later and randomly run into it, especially if I go backwards like Altberg. And I'll get the Stable Master here. But I think that's one thing about the landscape, again, not necessarily the questing, but the actual landscape, that I actually like better than the first time around, just because it's neat to have that and kind of seeing that connection, really. So this is the warband we're headed to, Cled 1. And just because I wasn't too much liking, I would say, Rohan in general in the Helm's Deep when it was released and I was playing all my ults and that sort of stuff, it is almost like seeing the landscape fresh again, just because I really don't remember it too much. And I don't know, maybe once I get to Altberg, I kind of remember something there. I feel like it did kind of the intro quest. Our burglar got defeated. I don't know if it was by this or if somebody's way in the... Oh, he must have retreated. I guess I'm in combat, so I want to be able to res at this point. anyway, but try to do what healing I can on the horse steed. I don't think it's gonna be much though. Wonder what 5 is. Do I have to hit an enemy? Yeah, I have to hit an enemy with that. That I can do. So here's Cled one. This one is a... Oh, so many quests in so many areas, I don't even know where I am. The wool, that stuff is East Rohan, Barricades maybe? Yeah, this one's level 90, Cled one. He is a fellowship one though. It's really crazy with Eastfold. The warbands, the fellowship one there was so easy, and even the raid one was easy for me. Woohoo, gotta level up. Now I can do level 94 warbands. I think we're going to wrap up with the group content, but even if we are, I am going to do some questing, I think. But I just wanted to, as I mentioned, check a little bit about the trade points and when I get it. So just double checking with the quest, or with the trait point as far as the quest go. And I think I do just need to finish the book quest I'm going to be doing right now. So I'll do my map poem. Actually, I'm going to go to Bray to get my VIP daily. And go ahead and disconnect from everything there. Oh, I just realized I did not know this, but I had the in-game audio muted that whole time. Wow. I don't know how I did that on Discord, but apparently I did that. But I'm going to switch it back to... Oops. Switch it back to my headphones, and I'm going to put that back into the speaker. And now I should be able to hear the in-game audio and have all that going on. Is it just me, or... Okay, I was gonna say, it seems like half the NPCs are missing, but they were all on the other side. Maybe not loaded in yet, but it just looked like to me this was very empty. That was kind of weird, but... Clean up my inventory a little bit, and I'm just getting the daily here. I don't think there's anything else I need to do in Bree. Just passing by. And then I'll return to Edoras and actually finish the book quest, and then I'll be going back to Aldberg area. Don't remember, that is Eastfold? I don't know if it's Eastfold. Something. Yeah, it is Eastfold. Weston Scout speak with Gandalf and Edoras. So that's to Broadacres. I think that's just where I was, Broadacres. I'll be level 90. Got something to gather here, and then headed to the book quest. So LOTRO posts a schedule for like the events and the weekend events, and like when you get Virtue XP and that sort of stuff. So I think I can actually look up when the next Virtue bonus is, so I can actually use all these. because it's just crazy how many I have there, taking up a lot of space in my inventory basically. I think this is about the time we depart from Edoras. I'm thinking, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure where the book leads after this. But we do this departure, I think. Well, let me see. I can actually look. Maybe we already covered that. Looking at the LOTRO wiki again, I could actually pull this up, but I want to pay a little bit of attention in game. So it's something I can do. Looking just to talk while we pay attention to the story here. Go off to the side a little bit, but do it that way. Anyway, going back to the LOTRO wiki and just listing off a little bit of what I need to do. So the Road to Dunharrow quest is the one that rewards the trait point, it looks like. Rewards is a class trait point, yeah. And this one says you must complete the quest Edoras in Need of Tearing Up, which I did. Book 12, Chapter 5, which I'm on now, and Book 12, Chapter 6, which is the next one, I assume. I mean, I'm on Chapter 5. It makes sense that Chapter 6 comes next. Dr. Eowyn on the steps outside Medisild. I was right the first time. Hopefully it doesn't mean the steps to the left and I can go on these safely. But the Road to Dunharrow quest says that you begin Epic Volume 4, Book 1. But I don't think I need to do Epic Volume 4, Book 1 because I thought that was Gondor. Volume 4 at least, that's what I thought. Maybe not. Let me see, I could actually check that. Yeah, that is Gondor. That's going to be level 95 to 100. And it has the whole dead thing. It says Vector to Dunharrow given upon reaching level 95, although you can go ahead and start it at least 91. But that's not in the servers right now, so that should definitely not be required with the Road to Dunharrow. I don't know why it says begin Epic Volume 4, Book 1 with the Road to Dunharrow on the LOTRO wiki, but I think that's the part that was a little bit confusing. But anyway, that is where I will get the first class trait point. It was the whole point of this. And then at 89 already, all roads lead back to Alberg. And I must do quest Word from Edoras, which I'm pretty sure I have. That's one of the ones I am working or have been working on. Oh, I have to actually ask her questions. Thought I already dress. Here we go. I was like, I thought I kept clicking the different ones, but I guess not. Talk to, find Elfberg. Don't know where Elfberg is. I'll go back to the people we were at earlier. Oh, here we go. That actually works. But as far as the West Rohan class trait points go, you have to do each zone's worth of quests. So there's like Kingstead, which is the one I have been Do you remember something else? That is it. Okay. Now talk to Horn. Oh, finished. But yeah, I don't think I actually need to do necessarily the book quest after this. I don't know, maybe all the roads like lead back to Aldberg and all that actually requires. So let me see, all roads lead back to Aldberg. It's just something on this character to make things go by a little bit faster. Yeah, the Aldberg just has, honestly, a few quests, it looks like. Perhaps even looking at these isn't the best idea if it would lend to me not necessarily liking the quest coming up. But I will go back to chat here, which has been pretty empty today, but that's okay. Just means I get to fill the stream with my random ramblings. So this is travel to the entrance of Stoke in the Broadacres. So I have to complete that to do the road to Dunharrow, which is a little bit weird, but that's what it sounds like, and that gives like the road to Dunharrow. But anyway, I'll go to Stoke because I just got the swift travel there, and I just want to make sure really that I'm on the right track, and maybe here, I'll do this while on auto run. So the Broadacres, Stonedeans, and Westfold. Let's go ahead and see what I need to do for those. So due to phasing conditions, you need to complete book 12 chapter 8, which means I'll need to do chapter 6, 7, and then of course 8. Looking for the stable master, I'm going where the arrows are on my map, which they are to the west. Actually I have a quest turn in right there, but anyway, I'll need to do that. And then for the next one, it doesn't look like there's any book quests that need to be done. And then probably for Helm's Deep, there are a bunch that need to be done, but maybe not. No, it doesn't look like it. It only looks like I need to do the book quest through chapter 8, which of course I could continue doing them. But kind of my point is to perhaps speed up a little bit on this character and just overall more enjoy stuff. I'll save that for later. And if I want to, I can definitely come back to it after that, but that's kind of the reason for me looking at all that. Just to see what was coming up and what I needed to do, really get an idea of that. So I think I need to go to Stoke here. And maybe, I don't know how much longer I will be streaming tonight, maybe like half an hour. I don't even know, maybe 10 minutes to 30 minutes. That's a very long range, but really just see what's coming up. Maybe I will start Aldberg, because what did I even call this quest in Eastfold? Or this stream. Yeah, I said Eastfold, and I'm not really doing Eastfold right now, but I want to see where this book quest leads, and I know I need to go through chapter 8. So maybe just see like where the stuff goes and get a little bit into Stoke here, and then go back to Aldberg. So it looks like the mead hall is actually to the southwest. I thought that was, maybe that's not where the town was destroyed a little bit. That's more in the north end, okay. Oops, got a little distracted and running into the wall, but back here. So I have a couple quests to turn in here. Wow, I'm having a lot of lag with my clicking. I know I used self-motivation there, but I just randomly thought of it when I saw that player for some reason, that I just need to use that for the deed. And still need to use Distracting Flame. Can't quite finish that in one day, but every combat I gotta try to remember at least to use Distracting Flame. Yeah, I kind of forgot that knocks you off your worst deed anyway, but it looks like I have 2 quest turn-ins to the southeast, so I'll go ahead and do those. One of them might be outside the one over here. Hulak, he's the one that gave me the quest to go to the mead hall there, the non-book quest one. So that was like 2 Broadacres that would have taken me to him anyway, and I would have gotten it. Oops, I didn't actually pay attention. I opened the map and I was like, okay, I need to go there, but I didn't actually pay attention. Search either the Norcrofts or the town of Stoke for a sign of Wormtongue's ally. Either the Norcrofts? Isn't Norcrofts like East Rohan? Yeah, there's Norcrofts. I don't know why I would search the Norcrofts or the town of Stoke, because I'm at the town of Stoke. That's where the book quests are, but that's kind of funny. I don't know the point of that, like story-wise, if there's a reason why Wormtongue's ally might be here, but alright, I'm just going to follow the map. It says down here. Oops. Here's a broken banner. I also need to collect wood planks for my other quest. And it looks like there are just a bunch of signs in this area up here. So already got the disturbed earth. Already got that. Wood planks is for the other quest, but I can pick those up. More booted footprint, so this is signs of Wormtongue's ally. See if I'm getting any better progress with the map. There should be something up here for one of the quests. Maybe this is, no, the red one's through that should be the signs. There should be a sign right here, which is scattered leaves. And I only need 2 more wood planks. Maybe I can find those while I'm getting all these signs. Already got the scattered leaves, abandoned helmet. Oop. I was already ready for a turn, and it said there was more on the map. I don't know, maybe you didn't need to do everything, but well, the turn-in happened to be right at the abandoned helmet. So, to the meat hall of Stoke, I will go ahead and collect the 2 wooden planks. Do that should be pretty quick. Mainly because it is only 2 wood planks in here, they are. I wonder if this is something I can gather on mount. I know they made, especially over time, quite a few things gatherable on the mount, but this does not look like one of them. I wouldn't have expected it, but I was just curious. So, I need to repair barricades at the city gate. Well, I feel like I'm in an epic battle. Instead of doing something useful, I'm repairing barricades. I don't think that is useful, so I don't know, I'll just get one of these ones that sell for more. And then chapter 7 is going to defeat orcs and half-orcs from that place. Alright, so I think I am ready to head back to Aldberg, and we can do those quests next. Sounds like there's going to be not too many quests actually in Aldberg, just according to the LOTRO wiki. Just to double check on that, all roads lead back to Aldberg. Under the Watchful Eye is the one I have to look out for, and I'm not even sure I'm on that yet. So if I go to Eastfold, I think it should be. Eastfold, word from Edoras. That is the one I am on, which is none of those actually. Okay, I'll have to look later, so maybe it is actually more, and I know word for Edoras is one or word from Edoras is one I have to do, but I planned on doing all the quests. I'm just trying to get an idea again of what is coming up. and what exactly I need to do a little bit, because again, I'm not too familiar. I just thought I was for doing all the quests, which is what it looks like, but just double checking on that. But hopefully the questing does pick up, maybe in like Torsbury here, or Broadacres, Stone Deeds even. I think Stone Deeds is a neat area from what I remember. So I'll be interested to go back there, but yeah, I think I'll do a little bit in Edoras here as far as questing goes for the rest of the stream and just see where it leads, but probably not too much more. Wait, Edoras? Not Edoras. Aldberg. I think word from Edoras is a turn at Aldberg, and that might be what like actually starts the zone. That was the quest I was working on with the carts and all that. So I should have my turn in. It doesn't, it actually looks like it's at that little camp outside again. Not at the meat hall. Or nope, it's either of those. Ursil. We're going towards the meat hall, at least. Looks like inside. They actually have a neat lead up to the meat hall, and it's a little bit more blue. It just gives it, I guess, a slightly interesting contrast with the colors on the inside. Finish now. Well, I have to go to the steps to get close enough to talk to him. So the history of Aldberg is the quest I am on. I think the Beacon Hills is a Norian. I think. I don't know, I was just like looking at the map and I was like, oh yeah, the Beacon Hills. But I think that is all, yeah, Far Norian. I'm also interested when I actually go back to those places. I don't even remember exactly when a Far Norian is, if it's level 100, I'm thinking. But I'm not entirely sure. It could be one of those 105s or one of the areas. I think Minas Tirith is the one that switches that area around it. There's like Pelennor before battle and after battle, and the after battle one, if I remember correctly, is 105. The before battle though, one where it's nice, is 100. I like the before battle version better, that much I know. The after battle one just becomes boring, but Minas Tirith in general. Oh, didn't like those quests too much around there, but probably didn't give some of the Anorian, like Far Anorian, that region, a fair shot. I don't even think I did too many quests there. That's probably one of the zones I've done least of, just the Anorian Pelennor general area, because I wasn't interested in it. Gondor, I don't even think Central Gondor, East Gondor I did all that much. West Gondor is one I was interested in trying out and did the most of, I think. East Gondor I did Osgiliath before, but that's pretty much the extent with that. But it looks like I am actually on a full set of quests, so maybe I will just wrap up what's in town and then be ready to wrap this stream up. As far as what I did today though, just to recap, because I like to do that. Actually, is there a vendor here? Is that... Okay, that's a skirmish camp, I think. I don't know who Orma is, though. Orna? I think that says Orma. The text is pretty small, though. I can't really read it that well. But I will wrap up what is actually inside the town here, inside Aldberg. But anyway, just to recap a little bit, I was going super slow at the beginning, it felt like, but I had a good time in the epic battle that kind of rejuvenated me a little bit, and enjoyed doing some of the warbands on this character, even though the 2 high level ones I unfortunately didn't get anything because I'm too low level. Find the talking... Oh, I thought it said talking cow, it's the talking crow. Still looks like that quest is like going to be in the town, but thinking generally, I've talked about this probably a good number of times now. The questing here, just lately, I don't think has been all that exciting. But hopefully it does improve again. I think right now I'm just like not too interested in Rohan in general, and the questing. Like I said, the landscape here is actually neat, and that makes me want to enjoy the questing more. And it seems like mounted combat in general is more scattered and maybe less of a focus, which is a good thing. I kind of remember that a little bit, but I also thought at the time that you should still use your war steed when we were getting to this, because it was like a region for that, and there are war bands and all that focus. So I think when I first went through this area, it was mostly on my war steed, even though I should have been off it for most of it, it seems like. Talk to Teothic. Well, for some reason Theotic sounds more like a name than Teothic. That's just a little bit weird. There I go, making funky noises with my mouth again. For some reason my tongue gets itchy sometimes. Almost like an allergic reaction type itchy, but not quite like that. I don't know what's going on with it. Could be all the talking, but I don't think it happens only when I'm talking, or worse, when I'm talking it's just itching right now. I don't know, maybe scratching it with my teeth doesn't help. Oh, do I need to go in? It says restoring the glory. Yeah, that is. Oh, here we go. Constructing a barricade. Back in the epic battle again. Wow. I guess the point of that is that orcs can't go around it here, or they can't even jump up the wall here and go around it. Anyway, if that's what they want, that's what I put in. If I get the quest done doing that job with the barricade, then that's how it is. But again, to recap, the questing here has been, I'm just going slow, so I don't really have an opinion on what I've done recently. It's still been kind of the boring slow stuff, I guess, so not that great. I just haven't done anything that's picked up and been super interesting really since the orc cave, and that was the only interesting thing since the beginning, which wasn't even the most interesting. It was just like decent as far as general questing goes, I think. Now I need to mend a fence. Okay, this one actually seems more useful than doing that whole barricade thing. So I think in general, just with the questing being like this, I'm not too excited to keep on doing it, and maybe even doing a stream of just questing. Normally if I want to quest, I'm thinking about doing Louisden or even some other characters on the server, just because I enjoy the other content more. And as far as like streaming goes, of course I missed like a year of that. Actually even more with streaming and doing like full zone playthroughs and things like that. I've just missed. So actually I want to try to go up this. That seems like the easiest way to get here. That's pretty crazy, but easy way to get over. So I don't know, I also feel like I should get level 95, and I don't know, maybe I should just speed level and ignore the class trait points, but that's what I did on my other characters, and one reason I just am not a fan of all these having class trait points, all these quests, because I'm just more bored doing them, and because of that I feel like I want to play this character less, and as far as my YouTube content goes, even though I want to progress on this character and still like play with my kin and do the epic battles and that sort of stuff, I feel like I probably make less enjoyable content. Like this stream probably hasn't been too exciting since I feel like in the beginning I was just going slow questing, but I'm talking about how boring what I'm doing is. It's just not that exciting, I guess. Instead of like Louis, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting, and liking all these sort of things about Minas Morgul that I'm going through, which is a good thing because that's like the newer content with LOTRO, so it's something on these servers to look forward to in the future. But if I don't do this stuff, if I don't do all these West Rohan quests on all of my alts, then I'm like set behind with class trait points and going to have weak characters because of it. And I have a whole video on this topic coming up, and I did the one yesterday with improvements LOTRO needs. This was a big topic in that, and there was other things with character progression in general with that, but this is really why, because I'm like bored right here, and if I want to just level to 95 even doing other quests or just doing warbands or even just instances and skirmishes or farming war pins, even at like the worst, I guess, as far as speed leveling goes, just doing it 2 level, I feel like I need to do this and be bored to be able to do the stuff I want, basically. And it's just kind of annoying right now. And I feel like I'm probably going to, or I actually already am playing on these servers less. Like this character is level 89. Even though Helm's Deep has been out for quite a while, I'm just choosing to do other things on this server. But I will still... let me actually check what quests I have here. Hello, Daniel. Don't know how to say that last name. But hello, Daniel, and hope all this talk about boring stuff here in West Rohan is okay. But I think I am set with where I need to go, and I really do want a fresh start with Eastfold here, especially with all that's going on with me being bored and just kind of wrapping things up. So I will check the LOTRO wiki list again real quick for Eastfold quests I need to do, and the first one it says is under the Watchful Eye. So I am actually not sure I have that one yet. Maybe I have to do all the other quests to unlock under the Watchful Eye. Where is that? It says it starts at Beacon Watch and Eastfold at 69.8, 57.1. So it actually looks like the quests I need to do in Alberg are only in Beacon Watch. So I might actually do that, and if I can, just to get a little bit of progression on this character, I might actually skip this stuff and start at Beacon Watch there. But anyway, as far as this stream goes, I've talked about it plenty enough, and what's tomorrow? Thursday, I'll probably be back on Louisden tomorrow, back on Arkenstone, just going through that stuff. It's potential I could start joining some group content on him. Again, I'm new to the kin on Arkenstone there, but potential I could do that. And then Friday I'll be back on this server. I think we're actually switching the low level group to Friday from Sunday, which is odd. So I'll be doing my Beorning and Scumfill, it looks like, for our Moria instance. And then I'm going to go ahead and start traveling while I'm doing this, wrapping up to Beaconworth. But after Friday, what's coming up? Saturday I probably will do a morning stream again, test out again. It seemed like it was a good time for people to watch, and I'll probably do Louisden with that as well. I might even split up Minas Morgul a little bit and start getting into Wells of Langflood on him as well, and kind of bounce around between the two since I'm level 130. Because Wells of Langflood I know will give me gear, and if I try to do group content with my kin, having that will help. And I think somebody wanted to run through those quests with me. So yeah, that's what's coming up those days. And also to give a little bit of an update, I will be trying to work on more videos. I don't know necessarily that I would stream every day. I have a video now, so I have been, besides yesterday, streaming all the time and having videos, and maybe I'll try to continue that for a little bit, but I'm not sure how long I'll be able to do that, especially if LOTRO actually, if they start releasing any updates or things like that, which, as far as like having content to do, if I was already at the level cap and going through and doing group content, that would probably be a good thing that they're actually taking a long time to release new updates. That's one of the things I felt like for a while there, they were releasing stuff way too fast. But like when update 28 comes, I have no estimated time for that besides later this year, probably. When that comes, I'll start working on those like new update type videos that I used to do. I haven't really had a chance to do one because there hasn't been a decent update since my return. There was one update 27.2, I think it was, that had kind of significant changes to combat and a little bit game mechanics with taunts and things like that, interrupts and corruption removals mainly. But that one was kind of major and something I could go back and cover, but that's like way out of date now. But anyway, that was kind of the point of that. I haven't had any of those to do. So anyway, that's just an overall outlook for the future, I guess. And yeah, on this character, I'll look into the Beaconworth quest, but maybe I have to do all the Aldberg ones first. I'm not sure. The LOTRO wiki isn't entirely clear on that. Usually it's pretty good with that, but we'll see when that comes, I guess Sunday evening on this character. Otherwise, I do plan to be back on Louisden tomorrow evening. Anyway, as far as this stream goes, I hope you all did enjoy it, going through some of the West Rohan quests and the Helm's Dike epic battle. And if you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more, and thanks for joining and watching, everyone.